Hi, good afternoon, everyone. This is Liz Davis. I am a nutritionist and I specialise in digestive health for busy women. So I help busy women fix their IBS symptoms, bloating, heartburn, painful digestion, any kind of associated hormone issues, bad PMS, perimenopause, menopause, etc. And I do this with state-of-the-art gut testing, hormone testing, and dietary lifestyle upgrades, supplements if necessary, to nicely bring things back into balance for you again and get you feeling as you should do. So I was going to do a quick overview about vitamin D because it's that time of year again when we need to start thinking about it. The autumn's kicking in. We won't be getting quite so much sunshine now, although we haven't really had a great deal here in the UK this summer. The early summer was pretty sunny, but after that it's just been pretty cloudy. So we probably haven't got loads on board unless you've been lucky enough to be able to escape to sunnier climates over the summer, of course. So I will go into how much you need to take, what to look for, what kind of supplements, and what happens if you don't get enough. So there's lots and lots of reasons to be taking vitamin D rather, and I will come to that in just a second. So just to go over it again, you're more likely to be deficient if you live in the northern hemisphere. So over the winter months, the sun just is not high enough in the sky, it's not strong enough for you to be generating enough vitamin D. If you have darker skin, it's going to be harder for you to absorb enough vitamin D as well. People with fairer skin tend to absorb it a lot better. If you're spending a lot of time indoors, this is going to be an issue. If when the sun's out, you use a lot of sunscreen as well. And if you typically tend to cover up most of your skin throughout the summer. So the best way to get enough vitamin C while the sun is out is make sure you spend time in the sun. So when you do that, your body just naturally regulates your own levels. So you don't ever have to worry that you're taking too much or anything like that. As I say, this summer in the UK, we haven't really had great amounts of sunshine for most of the summer. So you're probably not going to have enough on board at the moment. But you can test to just make sure. GPs are still offering vitamin D tests. You can get them privately. I'll pop a link below, so you can always buy your own. So as long as you're not burning in the sun, you're not out there for too long, you can guarantee that you're not really doing yourself too much damage. So 20 minutes, half an hour is about right for most people with a lot arms and legs exposed. Obviously don't burn, so cover up, put hats on, etc. after that. Food source wise, there are a few food sources, but they're not fantastic. You can't rely on those at all. You've got oily fish, eggs, certain kind of mushrooms all contain vitamin D, but not in anything like the amounts that you're going to need to maintain your levels at an adequate amount. So with all this going on about vitamin D, then what does it actually do? Well, I think pretty much every single cell in your body has probably got a receptor for vitamin D, so it's super important for an awful lot of body functions. And it's actually a hormone, it's not a vitamin as such, it is a hormone. So it's vital for bone health, to make sure that you're absorbing your calcium properly. It supports your immune system, so again that's doubly important this time of year as the colds and flus, etc. start circulating. It protects you against autoimmune conditions, regulates your blood pressure and cholesterol, reduces inflammation, so it helps to balance your blood sugar and insulin levels, is helpful for depression, anxiety, it's vital for your heart health, and it protects against skin issues such as psoriasis and eczema, etc. So it's really important. So if you've got any of those issues going on, I would definitely get your vitamin D levels tested at your GP, as I say, or privately. So how much to take then? Well, you'll have a good idea if you go to your doctor and get tested. You'll know how low you are and they can advise you accordingly. Ditto if you do it privately. But otherwise, if you sit in the sun with your arms and legs exposed for 10 minutes, you'll likely make about 10,000 units of vitamin D, international units of vitamin D. But this really varies from person to person. So the more fair your skin is, then the more likely you are to absorb more. So when it comes to supplementing, more sort of like 2,000, 3,000 units a day is what you should be aiming for. Most kind of multivitamins will have something like 1,000 international units of vitamin D in them. So you can augment that a little bit if you want to as well. But always best to test, just to double check how much, how deficient you actually are and if you actually need it, because you may not. So if you're looking for a supplement, the best one to look for is a vitamin D3 with K2. So the K2 acts as a cofactor to vitamin D to make sure you get the calcium actually into your bones where you want it. And it just helps it do its job properly. So you definitely want to be looking for D3 plus K2 at around 2,000, 3,000 international units every day. Okay, I hope you found that helpful. If you'd like to book in for a quick chat with me, then do use the links below. It's free for the first half an hour, just so I can find out a bit more about you, what's happening, and how you want to progress going forward. And then there's also links to freebies as well, so free mini program and recipes, etc. And if you found this useful, do like it and share it, and I shall look forward to seeing you next time. Okay,